Hello, it's Jen. I'd like to share with you some resources that I use regularly myself when I'm working on healing myself and working with my clients. Because as you start to go through this process of trying to figure out what the trapped emotions are or the negative energies or whatever it is that you're dealing with that you're trying to heal from, it can be sometimes a little challenging to start listening to your own intuition and yourself. And so there are actually some set things that you can read and learn about that will help you discover what the underlying issue is that's causing the dis-ease or the physical pain that you're dealing with. So remember, we have this basic principle that anytime we have pain or disease anywhere in our body, that is the body's way of communicating with us. And that communication tells us what the underlying issue is that we might be struggling with. And so there are two authors in particular that I return to these books over and over again. And so the first one is Louise Hay, and you may have heard of her. Her first book that I recommend is You Can Heal Your Life. And what she does in this book is she talks about her story, and then she talks a lot about this process of healing and figuring out what's wrong and how to go through this on your own. At the end of the book, she gives you a list of, she also gives you a lot of affirmations, and she gives you a list of different problems that you might be experiencing, and then how to, different problems that you might be experiencing, what they might represent, and then how to have and find healing from those things. The other book that I use as well that goes along with this is this little one, Heal Your Body. And this one is just a little pocket reference, essentially, that gives you the listing and the issues that go along with things. The one thing that this has that the other book doesn't, that I really like, and the reason I use both of these books, is because this book gives you a listing of issues related to different levels of the spine. And the first book, You Can Heal Your Life, doesn't give you those specific things for the vertebrae. So I'm going to give you an example to help you understand how this works. So let's find here. Let's go to headaches. Headaches are very, very common, right? So headaches, she also has a separate heading for migraine headaches. Under headaches, the possible issue that can be causing the headache is invalidating the self, self-criticism, and fear. And then she gives you an affirmation you can use to replace that false belief. And the affirmation is, I love and approve of myself. I see myself and what I do with eyes of love. I am safe. So these two books from Louise Hay are really great because you can go through, find out what type of physical pain you're having, and see what the underlying false belief is that's creating that, and then replace it with an affirmation to help yourself heal from that on the deeper emotional and spiritual level. The second book that I really love is Feelings Buried Alive Never Die by Karol Truman. The most of the book in the beginning talks about this process of energy and how we trap these different energies and how the energies affect our bodies and contribute to varying states of dis-ease, and how we can also tap into that energy to create more harmony in our lives and more harmonious relationships. She also gives you a list of particular physical pains you might be having or diagnoses, and then what the issue might be. So for example, for headaches, she has a heading for tension and stress and a heading for frontal headaches, so the headaches up here in the front. And for tension and stress, some examples that she offers: inability to resolve emotional upsets, hurt feelings going unexpressed, feeling unable to control, impatient with self that you haven't done enough. So sometimes there's an exact match between Karol Truman and Louise Hay, and sometimes there's some slight differences. The one thing, the way that this book differs and that I really love is that it gives you, instead of an affirmation, it gives you a script to use. And the script is something that you use to change whatever feelings or beliefs you have that are causing the physical symptom. So on some level, whether it's a conscious or a subconscious level, you have chosen, and we all do this, we have chosen the beliefs and the feelings that we have, and then that expresses itself through our body, either in well-being or disease. So if you're having headaches, you have chosen to believe some kind of false beliefs that create the headache. And so with the script, it gives you the opportunity to choose a new belief, to choose a new feeling, and then to embody that. And that's why I really like this with the script. Because with affirmations, when you first start doing affirmations, you don't believe them, so it takes time for it to become something that's embedded within you. They can work wonderfully, but I love the theory behind the script where you get to choose for yourself because you have to make the choice first. So these are the two books that I use all the time, and I highly recommend if you're going to continue on this journey and delve more into learning how to heal yourself, that you get copies of these for yourself and start reading and learning from them. Thanks for being willing to delve into yourself and to help yourself heal. Remember, as you heal and you embrace more light and love within your life, you automatically bring more light and love into the world and help others to do the same. Have a great day.